who you crown me. You crown me.
Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel, Happily Ever After. We're now on episode 3. Oh my word. We're going. Season 2 is
trying,
on the roll.
we're doing the things,
Please remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, and also follow us on Instagram. That's where we're engaging with...
Share's new.
Share.
Yeah, we didn't say share in the other 2 episodes.
Well, we're sharing now. Please share.
Where
If
they
you
sharing?
feel... No, my thing is, if someone feels Ukuti, what we're talking about
share.
is relevant
Go
for
WhatsApp,
their friends,
Facebook,
copy the link, send it to your
Twitter,
friend,
TikTok,
the whole shebang.
all of those other channels that we're not on.
Every single thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then remember to engage with us on Instagram. We're there. Being consistent on the topics. Maybe some topics we can talk about, other topics we'll just cover on Instagram. But hey, so it's important to just, engage on all platforms. Love. We're back, episode 3. Please lead us into today's discussion.
Alignment. Full stop. Getting on the same page.
Yes.
I think that's a big one.
It is. So we touched on it a bit with our first 2 episodes where, hey, basically with the intimacy, we need to get on the same page. Hey, basically with the boundaries, we need to get on the same page. But today we want to go into a little depth with it because hubby has been mentioning a lot of the seasons and all of that. And that includes like a lot of things. Getting on the same page with finances, getting on the same page with careers, getting on the same page with your dream, what I want to do. Hey, is wife going to quit her job because, hey, she's so unhappy and kind of a vibe. So, hey, do you want to kick it off?
No, go.
Okay.
I think, when it comes to getting on the same page, I think a lot of the time, and again, with the topics, just to elaborate for any first-time viewers and just our viewers in general, like, with a lot of the topics, it's things that we go through, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think in this case, getting on the same page is quite a grievance on your end where I might do something and you're like, all right, but we're not on the same page with it.
Yeah.
So
Confidently so.
lead the way, my love.
Okay, so, gosh, guys. First 3 years of marriage, there's been a lot of things where, hey, we would have gotten on the same page. I think in season 1, we touched on something so small as buying mayonnaise, where
Crosswell Black Cross.
you
I don't
come
even
from a
know the
household
brand
where
anymore.
they purchase it, Cross and Blackwell. Now, it's not that I necessarily come from NOLA, but I prefer NOLA. So now we need to combine what works for us within the household. Let's get on the same page.
It gets us mayonnaise, tomato sauce.
That's the thing.
I think there had to be a lot of changes, like, are we buying this one? Are we buying that one? But I prefer this one.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So for me, getting on the same page, I think also links to last week's episode of Boundaries, where it was a thing of, hey, maybe his boundary is not my boundary. How do we get on the same page? Maybe I don't mind people calling in 5 minutes before they get to the house. And he's like, it's not going to happen. Maybe I don't mind the kids being inside the bedroom, kind of a situation. But however, we need to get to a place where we're aligning. And I think when we're aligned, it kind of like makes every other thing fall into place.
Yeah.
The intimacy, the whole shebang and whatnot, when we like literally finishing each other's sentences and whatnot. And it doesn't come easy. It does not come easy. I think the 3rd year has been the toughest.
Yeah.
I thought the first year was in getting alive.
I know we had tried to prepare like a scripture with this. But as we're talking, there's actually one
look at God.
There's one that's coming to me. Actually,
I love Papa G.
I just need to get it. Continue. Let me just get into it quick.
Okay, let me give you time.
Yeah, just let me find it.
I love God.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is just getting on that same page, because I think a lot of frustration comes from the fact that couples are just not aligning. We're not agreeing. We're not getting on the same page in terms of what eggs to buy. And then it moves from the eggs to buy to, oh, hey, you went and purchased that thing without me. Oh, hey, you went and decorated such and such a thing without me. And a lot of those things like end up being such a bigger thing that we could have solved by trying to figure out what it is. I know now the scripture I found kind of gets me to where I want to go. Yes, please.
Okay, so must I start or you want to
Please,
go?
sir.
So
You
getting
are
on
being
the
led today
so getting on the same page for
by the
me
Spirit.
in terms of when we take it biblically and we're looking at a scripture, Proverbs 29 verse 18, where there's no vision, the people mourn. The righteous consider the cause of the poor. A fool speaks all that is in his mind. Where there is no vision, the people perish.
Yes.
So basically, where there's no vision, the people perish. So in getting in alignment in this case for me is when we don't have a vision, obviously there's going to be a lot of clashes, and that's where, how do we get to that place of vision? And it goes back simply to communication and sitting down and speaking. So now we're saying, okay, 3 years into marriage, is our vision still the same?
Yes.
And I think that comes with a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of altering things that happen. It's life. A whole lot of things have happened. Is what the things that I wanted at the beginning of our marriage?
Are they still the same?
Are they still those
Yeah.
things? Or have I had a change of heart with certain things?
Are you communicating your change of
No,
heart
but that's where
with
it
your
goes
partner?
back to.
Do
You
get
see what I'm
trying
saying?
to
Are we
yeah.
communicating our new vision or our new
Yes.
direction?
Yes.
To say, hey, this is my direction now.
Yeah.
I'm into this. I'm no longer really into that, but I'm here now.
The thing
So-
is, we always play it light. We always really just play it light because we always give an example of mayonnaise. Whereas it goes so
No,
much
and that's why I went straight
deeper.
into it and I really thought about it. I'm like, no, but the vision, like it really is, because you go through so much, and obviously with different things, different pressures of life. And I mean, we can use a simple example of hot water.
Yeah.
How hot water treats a spaghetti or pasta. It goes in hard and comes out soft.
Yeah.
When egg comes out fragile, but it comes out hot when you put it
Yeah.
inside the pot. So those different seasons have different ways of affecting you. So
Yeah.
with each way of how they affect you, and now you come out differently. And now what your original vision was now becomes so different. So then you obviously now, my vision is so more like my focus is on something else.
Yeah.
Where before I was like, yeah, I'm cool with this, I'm cool with that. But now I'm like, no, I'm more hardened or I'm softened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Give me an
Or I'm more
example.
cautious, so kind
I
of a
need
thing.
an example. I need an
Oh
example.
my goodness, what kind of an example do you want? Like, was my explanation not good?
Your explanation was great, but
You
I
know?
feel like I needed to go deeper.
What deeper there? Okay, alright. That's what she said, but anyway. Get it? Anyway, no. Dad jokes, eh? Lame. But anyway.
That was a PG-18 joke. Please. Anyway, babe, focus.
I'm focused. Sure, example. What have we gone through that's like changed directions? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think at the top of my head quickly. Obviously, like you've also asked me, I'm like
Okay,
really
I might
genuinely
give
trying
something.
to. Yeah.
I might give something because you were very much with speaking about the seasons.
Yeah.
Where
What's changed in terms of direction from what we wanted at the beginning
yes,
versus
so there could have been a situation. No, in fact, there was a situation where this is where we were right in the beginning, but circumstances kind of pushed us to change the vision in
Yeah.
order for it to be like this, where we were strictly business for you. That was the decision that we had initially made in the family.
Yes.
Where we were strictly business for you. But because of circumstances, and there was a lot of frustrations within the household where you're not okay with, being at home with the kids, for example, kind of a situation. So we needed to kind of incorporate having you go back into a 9 to 5, but not so 9 to 5 kind of a situation, and focusing on your business so that we can now bring in other people who can do.
Interesting, yeah.
Yes, that's my thing. So where the vision
Where the vision was
changed,
always about,
yes,
I focus on the business, get that going, let that grow,
yeah,
you know, kind of thing. But was it feasible? No, because obviously there were certain things that took place.
yes,
And life happens. And
yeah,
in those cases, you know, you have to adjust to that season to say, okay, cool, how do we then survive? How do we keep
yeah.
this household afloat, kind of thing? So, yeah, I guess that's the one that comes to mind. But I was never opposed to it. But I guess it was a bit of a slight direction. I wanted to
I
use
get that.
a different example in that, where, you know, I was maybe a lot harder with
Yeah.
certain things, but now I've become softer, for example.
With what?
You know, with the kids, for example. Am I still tough? Not as tough. No, man, I'm not. I feel like I'm
Yes.
softer.
Yes, you are.
Right?
Okay,
Or is
yeah,
it a thing that
slightly.
everyone's used to it now? Like,
I don't know.
no, man.
You think you've gotten softer?
I feel like I'm going softer.
Yeah, I do agree. I think you have gotten slightly. There's room for improvement.
You know, kind
But
of.
hey, let's get into that. The other thing, of course, with aligning is that, oh gosh, I like these conversations that I have with my friends and my family. And I know they don't mind me sharing as long as I don't expose who it is.
Mm.
But one of my very good friends just recently had a baby. Now it's the second born. And her and hubby both work.
Mm.
However, obviously she's now on maternity leave and hubby is, you know, back at work doing the drill and whatnot. And the thing is, I think hubby automatically thinks he can come into the household and life can continue. Hey, I can go on my laptop for 15 minutes and we can still keep the schedule and with 2 kids. And it's not the same. Things have changed. There's one thing that I've been experiencing and seeing a lot lately is how women, I found it difficult to express to their partners their needs. Because you don't know what pregnancy feels like. You don't know the hormone changes. And
the
thing is,
support element thing.
yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And she
okay.
might also not know, okay, now she's dealing with postpartum. She's just like, guys, I'm crying a lot, 20 million times. There's postpartum, there's baby blues.
But again, it goes back to communication.
The aligning, that's what I'm saying.
You know?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, as much as when your vision changes, kind of a situation, inform me. Please inform me. Which, oh, no, the vision has changed.
So
Let me not see you running now. We've got into construction and now I left you and we were in advertising. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of a situation. And a lot of couples are like that, where I'm going to be very honest. The woman is trailing behind the man. Like, I'm just playing catch up. We're not on the same page. I'm just playing catch up. No. He's the breadwinner. He knows what's happening. And that's more dangerous. Because God forbid your partner passes away. You know nothing
about what's cooking.
Thank you.
Okay. I get that.
And I've seen that before.
We've seen
that
together.
We have. So that's my thing. I'm like,
know.
as much as it's my responsibility to express this to you, and we do this a lot of the times. Remember, I had to ask you, but babe, just allow me to be able to say, hey, this is my mind space today.
Yeah.
Do you get where I'm coming from? Because I openly struggled, and I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety. And the thing is, it took me such a long time to be able to be open and comfortable with that, because I'm not saying my knee hurts. I'm not saying my head hurts. I just don't feel comfortable and confident. And then how do you as my partner...
Am I creating a safe space for you to communicate that?
Exactly.
So then I guess also having to discuss alignment is, are we creating a safe space for one another to have those open platforms?
Yes.
You know, and it could be something as simple of having an idea and you shutting it down, or I'm shutting it down, kind of a thing. And I think it's quite important for, as couples or people in general, to just be cognizant of when the other person is expressing to you, how you react to or respond towards them, kind of a thing, because that's where now, again, misalignment happens. You know what I mean? So do you want to go to your scripture quickly?
It brings me to my scripture.
You know?
Ooh, Jesus, take the wheel. I think I lost it.
You lost it.
Wait.
So, yeah, we've actually seen quite a lot of misalignments over the years. But again, communication. But then it then goes, like I said, creating a safe space. Is the space or environment safe enough for you to freely express?
Okay, I
Cool.
can't find my scripture now, but it
Paraphrase.
yes, it brings me to the whole thing. But how do you guide the whole alignment thing? There's something I learned very late in our marriage,
Okay.
where because I've got such a strong personality and I speak so loudly and I'm passionate and I must be careful not to lead
Okay.
in my marriage.
Yeah.
Do you hear where I'm coming from? Also part of alignment. Because I will be passionate about an idea in my mind. I'm not the leader of our marriage. I'm not the leader of our family. You are.
I think at the end of the day, I get what you're saying,
Yes.
right? But it's understanding each other.
Yes.
Remember, you're very vocal, and I'm the type where it's like, hey, give me a day, let me think about it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. You know, so does that make me less of a leader when I say, give me a day?
No. That's what I'm
But
saying.
you see, but you're also interpreting as, okay, because I'm taking that step back, you're leading, but I could still be leading, even though I'm saying, let me take a day.
We are in agreement. Because it brings me to my scripture of that says, woman, submit to your man.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it brings me to. We're in agreement.
Ephesians, Corinthians.
Is that I'm saying, let's be careful of going ahead and leading. Because a lot of the times when we aren't aligning, and I'm there going, babe, this is how I feel. This and this and this and this and this. But because you need the 2 days, do you know what I mean?
No, just a day, 24 hours.
Okay, you need 24 hours. I'm now pushing it and then I'm getting frustrated instead of waiting for the head of the household to come and lead and then go, oh, okay, we're aligning. Now I understand this is now the new vision. And then we go with it. I become impatient. And then by the time you come back 24 hours, I'm like, oh, I'm already rebelling. I'm like, whatever he says, I don't care.
You see, but
that's what I'm saying. Part of aligning, and that was my biggest thing with that scripture, is that when it comes to aligning, we must always, and we spoke about this in season 1, roles.
yeah, roles
The roles
are
kind
different.
of change in every single stage and every single
I think
season.
with life as you go through it, like you're saying,
Yeah.
there's gonna be so many changes where you're like, okay, what do we do here now? How do I play here? Kind of a thing. And it's we constantly adjusting to those different seasons. But I think at the end of the day, and hence why I spoke on the vision, is if we have our vision clear and we know that we're trying to get from here to there,
Yes.
we know that life doesn't move in a straight line. The only time life moves in a straight line is when you're dead. You know, like even your heartbeat. If your heartbeat moves in a straight line, that's when you're dead.
Watching Grey's Anatomy.
You know, so when your heartbeat is doing this, it means you're still alive. And,
Yes.
and I interpret that as there's ups and downs in lives that you're gonna go through, and whatever you're involved in, whether it's school, sports, work, business, all those things, there's gonna be a cycle of up and downs. We see the rand goes up, it goes down. The dollar goes up, it goes down.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just what's the word that I'm looking for? That's just life as it is. There's going to be ups and downs, kind of a thing. So understanding that, oh, okay, if our vision is still there, just understand to get to that vision, we're still gonna go through those ups and downs. They don't stop. But we have our vision, we understand, we sit down, we say, hey, are we still going for this vision, or has one person diverted?
Yeah.
You know, kind of a thing. I'll use an example. There was a time where sales worked for you, you know, and there was a time where you're like, sales isn't for me.
Yeah.
And then you came back again and were like, sales is for me.
Yeah.
You know, but it was one of those things, like understanding, okay, why is sales not for you at this time? And at the time, maybe there was a lot of things happening and you just weren't feeling like selling, or, you know, you weren't at your best to be like,
to going out
to going
people.
and presenting
That
a
requires like another level of confidence.
yeah, you know, and your confidence is at a low, kind of a thing. But that's also a season where we need to, but does that mean our vision is still the same, or has it diverted?
That's why I'm saying, for me as a woman, I need to remember to allow my husband to lead. That's exactly what I'm saying. Because there was also something I recently just saw. Guti, there's a reason to why God puts a quiet person and a loud person together. There's a reason to why there would be something that you probably suck at and your partner is amazing at. You guys could both be quiet, but there's probably something that they are naturally stronger at. You like the Excel king. Like, oh my word. There's a reason to all of that.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to marriage. So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to aligning, you know, we sometimes get carried away with emotions and the current feeling. It's so important to just take a step back, hear your husband's view. Woman, from me, I'm submitting to my man. Let me hear your view. And let's be very honest, a lot of the times where I was like, oh, I'm going to rebel, your view came out to be top notch. I always had to eat my words.
Yeah, you see, I just thought about something when you said the whole alignment thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's also important when it comes to aligning who we're talking to.
Oh.
You know, and that one, when they hit you with that one, because it's conversations of who are we having conversations with? Are we aligning with each other, or again, are they third parties?
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Got
I think
it.
that
Who's
I want to save
feeding
that
you?
for another talk. That's a episode on its own,
Yeah.
actually. You know, because it is true that plays a big role in terms of, like you said, who is feeding you information?
That's
Because that again, are we alignment or not? Who, or is the person who's feeding you information making you go, but
against
putting, you know what I
rebelling
mean?
against your husband.
I
Got
mean, I'll
it.
take it to Adam and Eve even, you know?
Wow.
I will take it
Guys,
there.
as
No,
we
think
wrap
about
it
it. No,
up-
let me finish
as
my
we
point.
wrap it up,
Wait, let me
okay.
finish. You know, what happened when the snake pulled through and said, hey, eat the
To
apple?
Eve.
They had the vision, they had a mandate,
that's
don't
true.
eat, you know? Then a third party comes in and then boom.
And then
And then now we are here, you know? Kind of a thing. So at the end of the day, we always got to be aligned with each other.
Yes.
And I think that's the biggest thing. And to wrap it up, it's just to say, look, let's communicate with each other, communicate, understand each other, kind of a thing. Create a safe space for one another to
be able to communicate,
yeah.
and be vulnerable.
yeah. So yeah, just I guess that's our little 2 cents to other couples out there.
Wow, that conversation went. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in again this week. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, and follow us on Instagram. Thank you. Bye.
I am who you say I am. You crown me. You crown me.